Hello everybody, this is a short video tutorial to show you how I do the crochet trim of Audrey Collar, which is the same design of the collar on Audrey Blouse, and also I'm creating an accessory which is going to be presented with a pattern separately than the Audrey Blouse as well. The collar accessory Audrey collar I have made with Katia Brisa, which has a lovely pearly sheen, but the yarn is like Aran sport weight, and I'm going to create the crochet trim with Anchor metallic fine yarn, which matches the shade and the golden color of Brisa yarn I've used, which is number 27 of the color. And here I am. I have connected the yarn at the base of the right side of the collar, and you've got here the purl bind off I have done, which I showed in the previous video. And this is the right side of the collar and the right side of when you have the collar and facing you. So I have connected the yarn, and I'm going to push through the first space between the two seed bubbles, which have been created by finishing the rows with purl a stitch, and I'm going to pull through it the yarn, and I've got my first loop. Then I do 2 chain, yarn over twice, and I'm going to miss one space between the seeds bubbles, and I'm going to push through the second, yarn over and pull it through the loop. And I've got 4 loops on my hook. I'm going to hold with this finger on my right hand the first 2 loops, and I'm going to yarn over and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops, and I'm going to release 1 loop, yarn over and pull through the second 2 loops, and then yarn over and a third, pull through these 2 loops connecting the 2 stitches, and I'm going to do 1 chain, yarn over twice, and through the same space here where you've pulled the first treble crochet, I'm going to do treble or triple crochet. I'm going to do my second treble crochet. Hold these 2 loops with the finger of your right hand, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, yarn over through the third 2 loops, and then you do 1 chain again, yarn over twice, and from the same space I do my third treble crochet the same way through the first 2 loops, yarn over through the second 2 loops, yarn over through the third 2 loops, and then I do like in the beginning of my wave 2 chains. This is in the end, and then again I miss 1 space between those seeds, and I go to the next one and I do a slip stitch, finishing my first wave, big wave of the trim. And I'll show you one more on this side. So you do 2 chain, yarn over twice, miss 1 space between the seats through the second, pull your first treble crochet, yarn over through the first 2 loops, yarn over through the second 2 loops, yarn over through the third one, 1 chain, yarn over twice, and push through the through the same space and do your second treble crochet by holding the first loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, release 1 loop and pull through your second pair of loops, yarn over through the third pair, 1 chain, yarn over twice, and go again a third treble crochet from the same space, hold your 2 loops, yarn over through the first 2 loops, yarn over through the second, yarn over through the third, and then you're at the end like in the beginning. You do 2 chains, miss 1 space, and from the next one you do a slip stitch and finish your second wave. So you've done 2, and I'll show you when I get to this corner what I do. And here I am. I have done 3 big waves with the three triple crochet in the middle, starting always with 2 chain and finishing with 2 chain, and always 2 chain stitches, and always miss a space. So wherever you've started your wave, you miss a space, and then you do the 3 triple crochet in the next space, miss 1 space, connect and finish the wave and start the new one from the next space. And this is how you end up at the corner. Just want to pinpoint and mention that on Audrey Blouse, because it's done with lace weight yarn, you have knitted more rows of the seed stitch, and because the pattern is smaller, and this is creates bigger seed stitch, bigger gauche. So on the Audrey blouse you would have made 4 of this before you get to the corner, but on this one, because it's with less rows, because of the tension and the gauche of this Aran sport yarn, you will have space to make only 3. And the corner one, I want to pinpoint that where these 3 triple crochet stitches needs to be pulled at the exact corner space where you have started binding off the stitches of the collar with the knitted part. So here we go. I have connected the end of the last wave here, and I've got 1 space, but I'm not going to pull the treble, and then I'm gonna miss this one and pull the 3 treble crochets from this corner. And here how it goes. So you do 2 chain stitches, yarn over twice, go exactly missing this space at the corner, the Brisa yarn splits because it's made of 5 strands or more. I haven't counted them exactly, but here it is. That's why and it's because when you do crochet on a knitted fabric, and if you use the same yarn, always the crochet part becomes thicker and more heavier, and it doesn't look delicate and elegant. That's why I've chosen a finer yarn, like a metallic fine anchor yarn, So here we go. Let's continue. I've done twice yarn over after the 2 chains, and I've pulled my loop through the corner space. Yarn over, hold 2 loops and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through your second 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the third pair of 2 loops, 1 chain, yarn over twice through the same space. You've got 4 loops on the hook, hold 2, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, yarn over, pull through the third pair of 2 loops, 1 chain, yarn over twice, and you do your third last treble crochet from the corner space. Yarn over, hold 2 loops, pull through the 2 loops, yarn over, hold the last loop, pull through the second pair of loops, yarn over, pull through the third pair of loops, and then you finish the wave with 2 chain stitches. And we are going on the top part. So like I said, the gauge of the created of the collar of the seed stitch pattern, the knitted part, is quite bigger, a bit bigger than the one created with the lace yarn of lacy silk kata yarn. So here we go with the Audrey blouse on the collar. Because it's smaller gauge, you need to miss 3 stitches, like you can see here. That's the end. Then you've got 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 3 stitches. Miss 2 stitches and pull the 3 treble crochets from the 3rd stitch at the top of the 3rd stitch. But here, because the gauge is bigger, the size of the collar is bigger, we're going to miss just 1 stitch and pull the 3 treble crochets on the top of the 2nd stitch. And in this case, I'm finishing the wave and I'm beginning it, so I'm going to miss just 1 stitch, and from the top of the 2nd stitch here, I'm going to finish and connect with a slip stitch my wave. And here it is in the corner. You've got the 3rd wave. And now I'm going to show you on the top couple of waves how I do it. So we do 2 chains, again yarn over twice, and here I am. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. So I miss 1 stitch, and from the top of the 2nd one here, I pull 1 loop to start my first treble crochet. Hold the 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the first pair of loops and yarn over through the 2nd pair of loops and yarn over through the 3rd, 1 chain, yarn over twice from the same space, pull a loop, hold 2 loops with your right hand finger, with the finger on the right hand, pull, yarn over, pull through the first pair of loops, yarn over through the 2nd pair of loops, yarn over through the 3rd, then do 1 chain, yarn over twice, just to make sure it's focused. Push through the same space to do your third treble crochet, hold 2 loops, yarn over, push through the first 2 loops, yarn over, hold 1 loop, pull through the second pair of loops, yarn over, through the third one, finish the wave with 2 chains, and here we go, just to make sure with the stitches. So I've connected it here, missed this one on top of this one, then I'm missing this, and I'm going on this to connect my wave, and then I'll show you one more wave. So 2 chain, yarn over twice, and then I'm on top of this stitch, I miss this stitch, and I go through this one. My first treble crochet, hold 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the first pair, yarn over, pull through the second pair, yarn over the third pair, 1 chain, yarn over twice, second treble crochet through the same space, yarn over, pull, you've got 4 loops, hold 2, pull through the first 2, yarn over, hold 1, pull through the second pair of loops, yarn over, pull through the third pair of loops, 1 chain, and you're going to make yarn over twice your third treble crochet through the same space, yarn over, pull, 4 loops, hold 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then after the chain we do the third treble crochet through the same space, push, yarn over, you've got 4 loops, hold 2, yarn over, pull through the first pair, yarn over, pull through the second pair of loops, and yarn over through the third pair of loops, and finish the wave with the 2 chain stitches, 1, 2, and again miss 1 stitch, push through the next one and connect with the slip stitch and finish your wave, and like that continue until the end of the top of the collar. Like I said, where you've connected your wave, you miss 1 stitch, and from the next one, on top of the next stitch, you pull your 3 treble crochets, and then you miss 1, and on top of the next one you finish and connect, starting the next wave, and like that till the end. At the corner in the end, do the same, make sure the 3 treble crochet stitches in the middle of the wave are connected and pulled through the exact corner, so you end up with the wave exactly at the corner. And you do another 3 ones like on this side, on the other side, missing 1 space, pulling the 3 treble crochets from the next, miss 1 step, finish the wave, connect the next one, miss 1 space, pull the 3 treble crochets, and like that till the end. And I'll show you how you do the second row of crochet stitches on the top of the big wave to create 3 little waves here, and finish the crochet trim detail, which makes this color very elegant. See you in a bit. So I'm here at the big waves, and I'm going to start at the beginning of the big wave, one of the big wave. I do 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then I go between the first treble crochet and the second and just push through, yarn over, pull, and do a simple slip stitch connecting and finishing the first little wave. And then you do another 3 chain stitches, and you push between the second and the third triple crochet from the previous big wave, and you do another slip stitch finishing the second one, and then you do again 3 chain stitches and finish it between the space where you connected and started the new big wave. Make sure you push through exactly through that slip stitch, the connection. Or if it's difficult like it is for me, you can go further at the base where you've connected, but it will pull that, and you better do 4 chains if you're going through there. So with the 3 chains I'm going to push through that space, although it's a bit difficult, and do the last slip stitch to connect my third little wave here on the top. And like you can see, they have been created 3 little beautiful waves on the top of the big one. Let's do one more. So it's just simple 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch between the first and the second treble crochet from the previous row, slip stitch, 3 more chains, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch between the second and the third treble crochet from the previous row, and then you do another 3 chain stitches, and you connect it in the space between the 2 big waves where you've connected them, where you finished and started the big wave. I hope it's nicely focused and you can see, because this yarn is not very stretchy. It's very difficult with my 2.5 millimeters hook, but I like to use the 2.5 with the metallic fine yarn because it crochets nice and not very tight stitches. I don't like when they're very bunched up together. So here it is. Just to make sure, because I haven't mentioned, with the silky lace yarn you use 1.5 millimeters crochet hook, European size, because the yarn is lace weight and it's finer. With the metallic anchor fine yarn you use 2.5 to create not very tight crochet trim. So I'll show you the finished product, but just for your reference and to make it easier for you, I'll show you one more 3 little waves on top of one big one. So here I am at the base and I do just 3 chain stitches. Each little wave has 3 chain stitches, slip stitch between the first treble and the second treble crochet. Then the next one, 1, 2, 3 chain stitches, slip stitch between the second and the third treble crochet, and then we do another 3 chain stitches, and connect it at the base where the wave finishes and where it starts, the next one. Like I said, this yarn is not very stretchy, so just be patient if you're using Anchor metallic fine yarn, but I promise you it's beautiful in the end. Here we go. I hope this video was very useful and you found it well explained, and hope the camera was focused and you could see properly the stitches. Have a wonderful day, everybody.